This is Beneath the Silence, a Sienna Dusk mystery, Book 4, written by Taylor Stark, read by Vivienne. Prologue. Amelia Hastings didn't know what was going on, and not knowing terrified her. She couldn't see. She could feel that both her hands and feet were bound too, and she felt woozy in a way that reminded her of some of the more drunken nights at art galleries, only more so. Had someone drugged her? That realization was just one more drop of terror to add to the rest of it. Instinct made her struggle, hoping that her bonds would somehow come loose. She felt a little like the heroine in some 1920s movie, blindfolded and tied to the train tracks. She couldn't see what danger was coming for her, but she knew that it was on its way anyway. She had to at least try to get out of there, wherever there was. Amelia had no memory of where she was, or how she'd gotten there. What was the last thing she remembered? Some art show, one that she was meant to be reviewing, where the pieces had all started to blur into one another. At first, Amelia had thought it was because of the poor quality of the art. Then, she'd thought that she was simply feeling unwell and needed some air. After that, well, she couldn't remember. Someone reached down, and Amelia felt the blindfold pulled away from her face, leaving her blinking upwards. There was a figure standing over her, shrouded in baggy, dark clothes that were flecked with paint and plaster. The figure was wearing a mask, something from the Commedia dell'arte. Combined with a hooded sweater, it obscured everything about the figure, leaving nothing but a lingering sense of menace as they stared down at her. Amelia tried to look past the figure to get a sense of where she was, and that was when the full horror of her situation started to hit her. She was lying in a kind of trough that had been constructed with planks, the kind of thing that an artist might use to hold a plaster cast. A large bucket was at one side, and Amelia had spent enough time around the art world to recognize the scent of fresh plaster when she smelled it. "Who are you?" she demanded, barely able to get the words out. Whatever she'd been sedated with, it had left her feeling drunk and helpless. "What do you want?" The figure didn't answer, but leaned down to cut the bonds on Amelia's feet. For the briefest moment, Amelia dared to hope that they were letting her go, that she might get out of this okay. Then the figure above her started to pull plaster from the bucket, slopping it down onto Amelia, as if she were the frame for some sculpture. They started with her feet.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?